Hey guys, Merry Christmas, everyone. So, right before I came on here, I was looking at a TikTok because Gypsy's back. And we know that Nina had put out yesterday that Gypsy and Ken are over. But I really don't think so. I really don't think so. I've got the video, and Mimi has got the proof. So I'm going to show Mimi's TikTok. Let's see. And it's going to show Gypsy's Christmas.
Hey everyone, and Merry Christmas. As you can see, GRB is still with Ken, very much so. This is their lovely Christmas photo here with baby Aurora. But if you can look on the TV screen reflection right above them, you can see Aurora reaching out to her real mom there in red. And then I'm figuring that's real dad in blue. Then you've got maybe Dylan and Andre, Mia there in the white shirt. Here's a closer up so you can see that is definitely not Rod and Christy in the red and blue. That is clearly Aurora's real parents. Show baby, rental baby, whatever it is. But there are Aurora's real parents in the photo. Or all of this could just be one giant psyops. You know, here's that loving sister.
I'm going for the psyop. That's what I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking it's a huge psyop.
Photo when we know these two can't stand each other. Mia obviously is still the prettier, much more well put together and more intelligent sister. But is this all just a giant psyop and a distraction from the videos? Did they pay Kenny Boy and pay Aurora's real parents to all get together so we can see these lovely family photos? Let me show you my favorite. As you can see here, we've got Gyp shit in the kitchen slaving away, you know.
But I thought she was a size, what? Was she a size 1, size 2? That definitely does not look like a size 1 or a size 2, in my opinion.
That Christy is making her make the food, just like everything Dee Dee used to make her do. But my favorite part, let's all just take a gander at that honker on there. Her face is, let me show you, all nose. That is all nose, my friends. That is a giant ski lope. Just like the ski lopes that Brie loves so much, Gypsy's face is nothing more than a gigantic nose, that of which Pinocchio would relish. But Merry Christmas, y'all, and y'all a good night.
So she's back. So, we knew that she would, but I think it's awfully funny that we see nothing of Thanksgiving, but now we're seeing the Christmas. And I just think it just looks awfully fake. Now, guys, if you remember, hey, Miss Anon, hey, Candace, who else do we have? Now, guys, let me tell you, we've been getting some of Gypsy, the way she's been talking about all of these things that have come out. And she's been doing it by proxy through that zombie mom. I found something very interesting last night. And I've got it here, and it's from Barbara Ann. And I think we're going to take a look at it because to me, something's really weird. And I thought something was really weird about this whole zombie mom to begin with. But we're going to listen to Barbara Ann from Straight Out of Context.
Okay, let's discuss Zombie Mom and how she put out private voicemails from Gypsy explaining all of these new videos, which, as you already know, I have several different Freedom of Information Act requests myself, county clerk documents, crime scene photos, etc. I usually link them in my community posts, in the description box, or sometimes in comments. As you can see, we have all the video descriptions. And you can see here all of the ones, especially the one that was released of her offering up her 13-year-old daughter on her own accord. Nobody on page 20 or all of page 19 instructs or tells her to do that. So these voicemails that Gypsy is sending this person, Zombie Mom, are her explaining herself about these videos. She also released a whole bunch of messages from Gypsy. A lot of people were kind of upset because they can't see her side of the conversation. This and this and this. And she's also shared clips of not just Gypsy, Gypsy's friends, and Ryan on her own TikTok.
Hey, Floral Gal.
Because rightfully, that falls under fair use. You can't actually copyright private correspondence. That's actually not legal. But here, I did 2 videos where I'm using that. She says, I would appreciate if you wouldn't share my content. Thanks. To which I respond, under Fair Use and Copyright Law Act of 1976, I am allowed for reaction, educational, and commentary, which is what I was doing, is both education and commentary. As well as I credit you and the others who had did the same.
And Barbara Ann is always good at crediting. She always credits anybody that she uses. Barbara Ann, and she's been in this community before it was even a community. She was in this community before Gypsy even got out of prison. Dawn, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping by.
Also credited her, except for
Hey, Coy.
one actually doesn't credit you or actually link your TikTok. But let's go on. I said those others who do the same here, same day, did because it's in the public domain. It does fall under fair use under federal law. As all you had to do was message me, though, if you didn't want me to reshare them and you're biasing and discriminating against me for some reason. All you had to do was message me, as well as the other dozen people, and I also have screenshots I'm going to show you in a minute, of doing the same exact thing. I would not have used it. I just would have used the audio, which you are allowed to use. Because you can't copyright or claim
Hey, Maria.
Gypsy's voice on her private messages or messages that she wanted you as her friend to put out. I put, you blocked me on TikTok after Nico Moon exposed that you are friends with Gypsy Rose. And I really don't care if you're friends with her or not, but that's exactly what you did. Nico Moon leaves this. You are releasing messages for Gypsy that she wants you to put out, clearly. You cannot fool most of us, please. And she says, I know this for a fact. And then you say, what? Yes, these are voice messages that Gypsy sent to me. You say, what is your point? And then you say, and text between us. But you cannot actually copyright private text or messages or voicemails. Not only can you not copyright those, but you can't try to use them in your content and then try to own copyright to that content because you don't own, and you can look this up yourself. But yes, Nico Moon would know for a fact because she's friends with a lot of people on both sides and she always has been. So this isn't even a big deal to me, but hold on. And it's not even this or this, which you are trying to watermark. Now, where I left off, you blocked me on TikTok after Nico Moon exposed that you are friends with Gypsy Rose. So I can't message you back because you made that impossible when you did this. So I can't message you, nor you me, but I can respond back to your comment via this video on both platforms. The U.S. Copyright Act does allow, it's a federal law that does protect any kind of original creative works. Of course, yours are not original or creative because it also has somebody else's messages and voicemails included in them. And I'm not even going to get into the semantics of that. You can if you want to. All I was simply saying is if you want it down, all you had to do was just simply message me. But you also have to go to every single other person that has used the audio at all in any capacity, even if they extracted the audio over a different picture, and you have to ask them to take it down as well. But of course, under fair use, you are allowed under commentary, reaction, which is what I was doing, and not even.
Hey, DGAF podcast. Merry Christmas.
In the First Amendment constitutional right to free speech, which is your commentary, but you can copyright expression of an idea, but not an idea itself. And fair use allows limited use, which I did. I didn't even use all of the audio, just the little clips that I needed. Allows limited use of copyright material without permission for purposes of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, or research. This is what I legally did. And also, not only do I have a disclaimer, I have a disclaimer in the comments, I have a disclaimer in my description box. I say a disclaimer as well as I credit. I also say that if you want it taken it down legally and rightfully, you have to ask every single person who used it at all in any capacity to take down their fair use clips on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook also. And I say Merry Christmas because I'm not a bitch. I want everybody to have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. But as you can see here, Becca Scoops does a fair use reaction to that. She also credits, as you can see clearly, because it's allowed under fair use. It is legal. It is legal to do this for education.
Everybody's used it. Everybody has used that clip. And I just think that's funny why she would come off and not want Barbara Ann to use it. That is just so strange to me. So I started looking, and she's saying something about some kind of files where Barbara Ann took the files or something like that. But I know that Barbara Ann has got a lot of FOIA stuff herself for the whole community to use. Hey, Eva Olive. So I don't know why I don't know why she took that stand. I thought that was just weird. That is just weird to me. And guys, it looks like, and I know that I think I'm looking for my phone. I had, what's her name? Nina. She came out yesterday and she was saying that Ken and Gypsy were broken up. And I just did not think they were broken up. I didn't think so. Because if you look at it, they have played this game over and over again. They keep playing this game. It's just a way for them to get attention. Yet, Floral Gal, from what I understand, that's what I'm understanding. But hey, Pepper, but I knew something was weird about this whole zombie mom when she came out with these text messages and these audio messages. I knew something was weird. And I think I told Julie, I said, this doesn't seem right to me. Something feels off with these. And I think that those voicemails were just part of a plan. I really think it was a part of a plan. I think it was set up to go like that. And as soon as she gifted her TikTok over to Bree, then out they come. And I think that she was using it to see if she could get a pass. And what has she been doing ever since all of this happened? Yeah, you're absolutely right. She doesn't give information to just anyone. And you guys know Gypsy. She always has a plan, because remember, she's a planner. She plans everything. So even giving Bree her account, there's a reason. She's got a reason behind every single thing that she does. I don't know what it is yet, but she's got a reason. And I think it's funny that we're seeing these Christmas videos with her and Ken, because if you remember, Ken said that he liked it. I don't know, but it did kind of look like, hold on, I've got I got a picture. I did just an image of it. Hold on. That does look like the same picture. It does look like the same from last year. You know what would be something funny? What if Ken, I need to find the pictures from last year, because wouldn't it be funny if Ken was wearing the same thing? But she's wearing that wig. She didn't wear that wig last year, though. Hey, Sandra. Hey, drone leader. But that sweater does look like the same sweater from last year. It absolutely does. We need, I wish I had that picture from last year. Hey, Sizzle, Merry Christmas. Because I'm telling you, I don't know, something feels kind of strange about that. Something feels strange. And it does look like that baby is reaching out, doesn't it? Yes, Bree saying big things are going to happen next year. I don't know about big things with her podcast, but think about this. Hey, Andrea, think about this. Gypsy coming to do a podcast. Hey, Royal. I don't know. Hold on. I got to look on my phone on this one. I got to look. Yeah, it does look like they have all the things. The one that where she's reaching out looks funny. If you look at the one hand with her reaching out, her little finger looks kind of weird on it. It looks really weird. I don't know. It just looks really weird. It really does. But I mean, you know that does it start in February? I thought it was starting in July. But think about this. She's going in to do a podcast with victims. And all she does with her own victims is she re-victimizes them. Hey, JoJo. So I just don't understand how this is gonna be, and who would actually go on her show. Who would go on her show? Because I could not believe when I was looking through YouTube last night, that YouTube Streets has actually got these Gypsy Rose things on there now. So I think it's gone a lot farther than what she even knew. Yeah, it's going to be hard not. Yeah, I know. But I think I'm just wondering what's going to happen with her YouTube account, because I just don't see that it's going to go too long. I really don't. I just don't see with Bree on there, and Bree is coming on there acting just hurt. Their whole team is just acting so just hateful on Gypsy's channel, acting just really hateful. And I don't understand it. But I thought that they said that there was going to be more happening today. So I don't know how that's going to, who knows what that's going to go. Let me see. Because I think even on her Instagram, she even took her everything down on her Instagram. Yeah, it's even. No, she's back up. She's got some crap on there on her Instagram. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Mm-mm. But I just really think that's. Oh, thank you. Thank you, main chick. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I just really think something is just, I don't know. No, Shorty Pie. No. Did not leave. Did not leave. Oh, SpongeBob, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. No. Didn't leave. They're still together. Unfortunately, they're still together. I just don't I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to think. I was hoping, since Nina come out and she said that she heard from a reliable source that they were, I wonder if I can find that. But let me see. I'm going to see if I can't find Nina's, because she came out and said that they finally left. But hold on. I'm going to see if I can't get it. Get it on here. No, it won't let me. It won't let me get it, I don't think. She may have, I don't know if she put it on her YouTube or not. Let me see. Nina. I'm going to see.
So Gypsy just gave her account to her friend, right?
I don't know. I can't find her on there. But I'm telling you guys, something's just really weird. And I know Nina was talking about how she gave her account to Bree. And if you guys remember, here's the Christmas picture. Exactly, Floral Gal. And when I heard her say that last night, that's why I didn't make a video of it. Because, hey, Glenda, I did not make a video because I was like, no, we've heard this stuff before. But I think Ken, though, I think he likes it. I think he likes it. Because he actually said, yeah, Shorty Pie, it is the same sweater from last year. But do you think that she could have photoshopped the baby in there? Because we were noticing that that's the same sweater from last year. But I knew that there was something weird about this whole zombie mom. And ever since she said that about Shorty Pie, is that the truth? What? This is true. So that's the same shirt from last year? Oh, y'all are going to have me on a mission. I'm going to be looking, after we get off, I'm going to be looking for last year's pictures. Oh my goodness. Would that not be something? Oh my gosh. Would that not be something? He always wears that shirt. Oh my gosh. That is so weird. Or you know what it could be too? It could just be what if they were holding that baby last year? What if it was just another baby that was there last year? But you guys remember what they said about Gypsy, that she doesn't wear the same clothes twice, that she just wears them for about a week straight and then throws them away. Because if you remember that black Reebok shirt, she wore that thing for like a week straight. Do you guys remember that? And we all know what they said about her and her cleanliness when she was in prison. You remember what she said about that? It was less than desirable. If you guys remember. Oh, yes, the poor hygiene. And she's known for poor hygiene. Because if you guys didn't see it, the Good Wives Club, the Good Wives Network, they had a very good interview with one of the police officers that it does look long. And if you look, she's got a chin too, because she usually don't have a chin. Yes, yes, yes. But Fancy had a lady that was a police officer. She was a police officer in training when they went and did the welfare check whenever they found Dee Dee. And she actually worked in the prison. And she talked about how Gypsy Rose was in prison and how bad she was in prison. And that was such a good live that Fancy did, because they said that it was havoc in that prison while Gypsy was there. And I know they said something about free hot water, and she couldn't even shower. Exactly. And did you notice whenever you listened to those calls when she was in jail, she had like $100 on her account? Did you hear that? I thought that was just crazy to me. $100 just on her phone account. Just think how much money she had on her books. I guess it was Rod, because he was getting a discount since he didn't have to pay Dee Dee back for all the years that he didn't pay child support. So he was just, I guess, putting her money on the books, I'm guessing. That is just crazy to me. Yes, she still had that same shirt on from the night of the crime, 5 days later. And it hadn't been washed. It still had. And see, that's why I think that she had to have been in the room or had something to do with it, because she had splatter on that shirt that she was wearing when they caught her. How do you get splatter if she was just in the bathroom the whole time? That's what I don't understand. So she had to be in there. Oh, yeah, Julie, she had those pay pigs. Well, I don't think Ken, yeah, because I don't know about Ken. He's so weird, because he said that he went from a king size bed, and that didn't really look like a king size bed to me that he had in the other house. I don't know, because that one on what was it, Valentine's Day, they looked like they were all close together. Hey, Beach. Yeah, I know he made clean up all the blood, but a splatter would have to come up during the act. It would be maybe the knife coming up and blood coming off, not cleaning it up, because he was actually splatter that was on her shirt. So that's what makes me think, because whenever Nick said that when he went to the door to the bathroom, he knocked and he scratched. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me. Right. She cleaned nude. And Nick did say that. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I think. I think that she did I don't know if we'll ever know 100%, because just listening to Nick, and I know it's been years ago, but he seems like he was still under her control even back then. Yes. Hold on. We'll play this one again. Hold on. Let me remove this one. Hold on. I'm going to add. I'm going to add this back to the stage. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to play this again. Video file.
Well, hey everyone, and Merry Christmas. As you can see, GRB is still with Ken, very much so. This is their lovely Christmas photo here with baby Aurora. But if you can look on the TV screen reflection right above them, you can see Aurora reaching out to her real mom there in red. And then I'm figuring that's real dad in blue. Then you've got maybe Dylan and Andre, Mia there in the white shirt. Here's a closer up so you can see that is definitely not Rod and Christy in the red and blue. That is clearly Aurora's real parents. Show baby, rental baby, whatever it is. But there are Aurora's real parents in the photo. Or all of this could just be one giant psyops. You know, here's that loving sisterly photo when...
Now, this is the only picture. They're not showing any of Rod and Christy. I have not seen any of those at all. So I think that that's really funny that there's not any of... I'm kind of going through here again to make sure that I don't see any. But that's all I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of them together. I just think that's kind of weird. So I wonder where they are. Well, they said that Andre was actually there. Hey, Belle. Yeah, they said that Andre was actually there. So I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird. I know. The head size, it's real. And look, you would think that someone would teach her how to put her wig on. I mean, I've never seen somebody just wear it that did not know how to put on a wig. I think that something's just really weird. Something's really weird. I just don't know what it is. But yeah, something's really weird. Well, if you notice, the whole body's almost the same size as Aurora. It's just, it almost looks like they're just kind of photoshopped in. I don't know. I'm wondering the same thing. I'm wondering the exact same thing. It just does something's weird about the whole thing. I just don't know what it is. Something's weird. I don't know if she's figured out. I don't know. Something's just really strange, guys. I just don't get it. The nose grew back like just totally. But I don't know. But since y'all have made me think about that, a lot of these do look like from last year. Hey, Miss Nina. So I don't know. It could be the same ones. But you know that because I'm going to have to get off here in a minute. We're about to have Christmas dinner. But I wanted to hop on here real quick and wish all of you guys a Merry Christmas. And I'm going to be looking for those pictures from last year. And I got to get the Chihuahua something. They're getting hungry and they got to have their Christmas dinner. They're going to really get mad at me. Thank you, guys. Just think we're about to go into a new year. And I think this new year, I think that this movement's really going to go far. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. And guys, have a Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.